Hello and welcome. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awaken Jenn Tarot. And today I'm going to be doing something different than what I typically do. So instead of doing just a tarot reading, I'm going to actually do just channeled messages for the full moon in Leo that is happening today. So I do channel in my readings with the cards, but I've been trying to channeling without the cards. And so today we're just going to do just straight channeling, no cards, and let's see what we get for this full moon in Leo. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and do some invocations to get me set in the space so that we can make sure that we get the clearest messages coming through. All right, so first we're going to connect to the Akashic Records. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth, as it is revealed for our good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work at hand. Help me to know the Awaken Jen's Collective in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see the Awaken Jen's Collective through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of the Awaken Jen's Collective have for them. The records are now open. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, our higher selves and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. Opening myself to be a clear channel, I am removing my ego so that the messages come through will be for the highest good of all. Okay, let's get these questions up. All right, so the first question is, what truth is this full moon in Leo illuminating for the collective? What truth is being illuminated in this full moon in Leo? It came in quick. Pride. The ego is taking a direct hit with this full moon in Leo. We're looking at the areas where our ego has been holding us back. The areas where our ego is keeping us stuck in old patterns, keeping us blinded to truths, and keeping us out of our mission. Where you're being asked to step into courage. There's this energy of the lion is so loud. And so we have these feelings of wanting to roar, but we need to be careful with these energies. Especially as Mars is still in retrograde for at least another week, that roaring might be coming from the wrong place. So we have to check our egos right now and make sure that the passions that are coming out are coming from the right motivations and the right intentions. So we're not adding extra chaos into the atmosphere. We're bringing calmness and peace. We're being more controlled. And so that's what you're being asked to look at, is how is your ego really getting in the way right now? What ways do you need to be more brave? And what ways do you need to tame the lion? It's the lion energy is just really, really strong with this Leo full moon. And so it's like you're being asked to embrace your inner lion, that inner lion energy, and taking that on, but also taming it. That's another important part of this message, is keeping it. We want to have that, just the courage, but we have to make sure that it's not out of control, taking over, out of control. Okay, so what outdated fears, beliefs, or emotional wounds are ready to be released? What outdated fears, beliefs, or emotional wounds are ready to be released? All right. The need to be right. The need to win at all cost. We're reevaluating. Well, we're reevaluating what success and winning really means. If you have to step on others, put them down, limit them in any way, if you have to overtake them with the lion energy, that's what we need to release. That's not success, that's domination. That's not coming from a motivation of love and unity. That's coming from control, fear, and separation. So that's what we're being asked to release. Anything that brings the separation. We're being asked to bring in more love and more unity, to inspect the things that are causing the separations. There's room at the table for all of us. How can we step more fully into our soul's purpose with courage and confidence? Stepping into the soul's purpose with courage and confidence. It's a choice. You can't wait till you're ready. You just have to decide. It's a choice. This is where the courage of the lion comes in. You're asked to be brave. Courage isn't the lack of fear. The fear is still there, but you do it anyways. The fears won't be removed. You just have to push through them and keep going. This is the energy of the lion. Courage, bravery, belief in yourself of what you can actually do, pride in yourself. And so this is taking the appropriate use of the ego. Ego is useful, but when we allow it to be the controlling force, when we're not balancing it with the intuition, then that's where it's taking over. We've got to have the heart and mind cohesion. And that's the balance that we're looking for. So you need the courage. You do need the ego to some extent, the protector to some extent. But he can't be the only one that's leading the way. We need that softer side to show up as well. We need the balance of the masculine and feminine energies within you. So that's how, when you can find the balance in yourself of knowing when to act and knowing when to just go with the flow. It's a dance that you have to learn, and you find that inner union within yourself. And then that's how you're going to be able to move forward on your soul's path. What hidden gifts and talents are ready to emerge into the light? I'm getting just a lot of energy in the hands. in the works that you do, the service that you do. It will be something that you do. The gifts that are coming is something that you do. It's a service that you will do, a physical thing that you will do where your hands are involved. It's a hands-on, yes, hands-on type of gift that is opening for you. This is a gift of service. It's balancing the nodal shift. And so we are with the North Node, it's moving us onto our spiritual path, but it's being balanced by the Virgo energy. And the Virgo energy is a healer. It is a acts of service. It's the way that you're going to serve. But it is a hands-on way that you will serve and you will lead people on their spiritual path. What energetic block is preventing us from fully embodying our highest potential? There is deception. But it's your own deception. It's your own blocks. It's what you believe about yourself and what you're actually capable of doing. You have blocked yourself because you don't believe in yourself. You've told yourself that you're small, that you're normal, that maybe even you're content when you know you're not. Maybe it feels grandiose to see yourself as some powerful healer. We all have these powers. That's why you don't have to take the ego in on it, because we all have these powers. It's just most of us never access them. We never give ourselves permission to access them. So the more you lean into them and you really start to work them and grow them, they will expand and you will see how much they have been there all along. We all have these gifts and these powers, and it's just a matter of being able to tap into them and sense them. You've got to be present enough to know when they're showing up. How can we align with the divine abundance, love, and joy? How do we align with abundance, love, and joy? It's really getting into that creativity energy. It's allowing yourself to have fun. This is really taking on that full expression of the Leo energy, the creativity, the joy, the fun that comes with that, the bubbly nature of it. I think it's interesting too. I'm going to say this with this full moon in Leo. The moon is a very feminine energy, but Leo, it represents the sun, very masculine energy. So it's almost like almost like an eclipse, but not quite. But that's also a destiny point. But it's what I'm seeing is the balance of the masculine and feminine between, the moon's feminine energy and Leo being such a masculine energy. There is a balance coming in. And that's how you do it. That's how you succeed, is with the balance between the masculine and feminine energies within you. Not letting one take more control than the other, knowing when to use one over the other. That's how you're going to do it. It's finding the inner balance and knowing which one needs to lead when. You're using them in partnership with each other, not just specifically using one because you see that is more valuable than the other. They're both valuable. They both have their space and they both have their purpose. And it's up to you to start learning how each one shows up and when it's appropriate to use each of these energies that are within you so that you are balanced. Okay, so what final message does Spirit have for us as we step into our next evolution? Final messages from Spirit. Destiny. Step into your destiny. This moment is calling you to really see what it is that you were meant to bring to this earth, that you were meant to create. It's a karmic rebalancing. The karma has been cleared so that you can move forward. The energies have been very heavy for the last several years, and there was a reason for that. It was working us through a lot of old traumas, old stories, things that even came through from our lineage that all needed to get removed so that we can really be in our power, so that we can really do the thing that we were called to do. It has been difficult to this point, but it is about to get a lot easier. You did the work. Now, for those that didn't do the work, it doesn't get easier. But if you're watching this message, you're one of the ones doing the work. You're doing the work just by listening to the messages and allowing them to shape your perspective and start integrating into your life. You've done the work and now it's time for your reward. So use this energy to get really clear. It's illuminating what is possible for you. Get very clear about what it is that you're wanting because your manifestations are going to start coming in quickly. And this is connecting us back to the Lionsgate energy. So if there were any things that you were specifically manifesting in the Lionsgate energy, this is the time they're coming to be. So what was that? What are you bringing into fruition with this full moon in Leo? Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me for these messages. Hopefully you found them helpful. Hopefully they have resonated for you. But again, only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is something I am going to be trying to do more of because I'm definitely trying to develop this skill in myself. And as it was talking about the developing of skills, this is exactly how you do it. You just put yourself out there and try. So if there's anything that you've been kind of interested in wanting to learn how to do, just start trying. Give it a chance and just see what happens. If it doesn't work and you don't like it, you can try something else. But what if it does? What if that's your actual answer? Is you just have to put yourself out there and try. All right, so I'm going to close it out there. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy full moon in Leo. And I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below how this connected with you and if you would like to see more of this. All right, so other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time.